A Phoenix woman trying to expand her food business invested in a food truck.
Well, the man she paid to build that truck hasn't delivered anything. It has been 7 months, so she called 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper for some help.
This 3 on Your Side viewer lives right here in Phoenix, and she put down a pretty sizable deposit to buy that food truck. In fact, she paid just over $12,000. The guy she paid, well, he lives in Tucson, and after getting all that money, he's now not returning any of her phone calls. So 3 on Your Side packed up her gear. We headed down south to Tucson.
Hey, how's it going?
When 3 on Your Side came across this SUV sitting in a Tucson parking lot, we had a pretty good idea a guy named Alberto Santa Cruz wasn't in the driver's seat, but the back seat. Hi.
Can you turn that off, please?
What's that?
Can you turn it off?
Well, he usually goes where I go. But exactly what brought 3 on Your Side to Tucson in the first place? A Phoenix woman named Amber Clark did.
That's our pastrami sandwich. That's our 8-ounce sandwich.
Amber is in the catering industry and wanted to expand her business by buying a food truck. So back in November of last year, she got on her phone and came across a Tucson company called Santa Cruz Food Trucks. The business piqued Amber's interest, causing her to hop into her car and drive all the way to Tucson to take a look. Santa Cruz Food Trucks.
Yeah.
And you decided to do business with them.
Uh-huh.
Santa Cruz Food Trucks, run by Alberto Santa Cruz, drew up a contract indicating he could build Amber a food truck and needed just over $12,000 to get started. Amber made 2 payments totaling $12,600, but 7 months later, no truck, and she says no communication. Have they stopped talking to you?
Yeah, I messaged them a month and 2 weeks ago, I think it was, saying I just want my money back at this point.
And what do they say?
No response.
No response.
No response.
3 on Your Side traveled to Tucson looking for answers, but Santa Cruz Food Trucks had already moved from its rural location. However, we did notice a few food trucks left behind. After visiting other locations where the business used to be, we discovered they had set up shop on Nogales Highway. And this is where we ran into another victim, a woman named Zaira Felix. In Spanish, Zaira tells 3 on Your Side that she paid Santa Cruz Food Trucks $25,000 in cash to fabricate a food trailer. But a month later, she says she doesn't have it and she's worried. That's when 3 on Your Side found out Santa Cruz Food Trucks is actually in the process of moving to yet another location located just 5 minutes away. So we head on over to that location, and that's where we find Alberto Santa Cruz, the owner, sitting in the back seat of that SUV. Alberto, Gary Harper from Channel 3. How are you? Hey, listen, can I talk to you about this nice lady here? She gave you $25,000. Visibly nervous, Alberto explains to 3 on Your Side that he'll have Zaira's food trailer ready in 2 weeks and to not be concerned. As for Amber, well, there's a different story. It just looks a little concerning that Amber Clark gave you a lot of money and she has nothing. And then this nice lady.
I got one deal yesterday, okay?
Yeah.
So I got moved here. It's okay. I know criminal. It's a normal person. So I know criminal.
You're not a
So
criminal.
I got one deal for you, okay? I want one deal. This is my person. This is Alberto Santa Cruz.
He never does explain why he took over $12,000 from Amber and failed to build that food truck, but he does say he'll return all of her money in 4 weekly installments. Amber says she'll believe it when she sees the first payment from Alberto and a so-called food truck company.
And what could they possibly be thinking that I'm thinking? Like, I'm just going to let them have my money and not get a truck?
Now, that first weekly payment of $3,100, it's supposed to be made this week, but will it actually be made? Of course, 3 on Your Side will stay on top of it. I'll let you know exactly what happens in a follow-up report. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on Your Side.